If you're looking for budget-friendly protein and fiber intake, this is the recipe for you, because I'm going to be showing you a very delicious, creamy lentils curry, which is going to turn out absolutely delish. Most of the time when you buy lentils, they're usually sorted, but it's good to cross-check so that you can make sure there are no stones or any sticks in the lentils. So this is half a kg of lentils for the recipe. Also, the essentials are yogurt. We have tomatoes, garlic and ginger, carrots, spring onions. We have a few spices, cooking oil, salt, together with a few other ingredients which you're going to find listed in the description box in the right quantity. So you're going to start off by washing your lentils under running water for around 2 times. That is to get rid of any dust in the lentils so that we can boil. This is how the lentils are going to be looking when clean. So now I'm going to be using a pressure cooker to boil my lentils until tender. And it's going to take around 3 to 5 whistles. I've already added in water to my pressure cooker. So I'm going to carefully transfer in the lentils. So in your pot, you're going to add in 2 to 3 cups of water. Then you're going to secure your lid by aligning the edges and twisting so that you can lock your pressure cooker. Then you're going to boil until tender. Over medium-high flame, I'm going to wait for the water to come to a boil, which is going to take around a minute. Then reduce the flames to low and wait for around 3 to 5 whistles at most. I went to a well-stocked grain store and I was surprised there are 3 varieties when it comes to green lentils or brown lentils. There's a small size, a medium size, and a big size. Yeah, I wanted to inform you that because if you usually buy your lentils from the supermarket, it's always a medium-sized lentil. Also, we have some red lentils which are very different from the green lentils. So as the lentils are cooking, I'm going to prep up my fresh ingredients, and I have some very fresh green onions for the recipe. This is 5 green onions or spring onions, which I'm going to be thinly slicing. I'm going to chop the white part of the green onions. Then I'm going to place the green parts of the green onions aside for garnishing my dish. So I'm going to place aside. Then I'm going to be grating my ginger and garlic. This is a multi-purpose grater. As you can see, we have a spot for grating your ginger and garlic. I always say you can't get enough of garlic, so you're going to grate around 5 medium cloves of garlic, or you can add in some more. The person who invented this grater was just a genius, because we have around 5 to 6 different functions on a single hand grater, which is very budget friendly. So now I'm going to add in my onions to my pan, together with the garlic and ginger. Then next I'm going to be chopping up my carrots and tomatoes. So using the same grater, I'm going to cut my carrots. After 3 whistles, I'm going to check on my lentils by using a spatula to remove the excess pressure from the cooker. And the reason I'm using a spatula to release the steam, the pressure from the cooker, that is because the hot steam might burn my fingertips. So a spatula is quite okay. Just like that. There you go. Then I'm going to check on my lentils. This is how your lentils are going to be looking when ready. As you can see, they're not overcooked. So now we're going to get straight into cooking and adding in flavor to the lentils. So you're going to place your pan or your pot over medium flame. Then you're going to be adding in 2 to 3 tablespoons of cooking oil. You can add in some olive oil as well. I've already added in my onions, garlic, and ginger. So you're going to saute. So I'm going to saute for around a minute until everything is very flavorful and looking so gorgeous. That is, the onions are going to get a lovely light golden brown color together with the garlic and ginger. So as the onions are softening up, they're going to release their natural sugars, hence they're going to caramelize, and the garlic and ginger is going to cook out the raw flavor and get very flavorful. When your onions are looking this gorgeous, you're going to be adding in 2 beef seasoning cube and a stock cube, which you can substitute with vegan ones to make the dish vegan friendly. Then next you're going to add in half a teaspoon of curry powder, cumin, paprika, garlic powder, and ground ginger. Toss the spices together with the onions, which is going to make the spices very flavorful, and it's going to take around 10 to 20 seconds at most so that you don't burn your onions. Then next you're going to be adding in your carrots together with tomatoes. Add a splash of water, which is going to help you cook down the tomatoes. I'm going to add in a heaping teaspoon of tomato paste. Cooking is all about tweaking and adjusting the recipe. So I've decided to add in a teaspoon of tomato paste, which is going to add in a very nice color to the lentil stew, and also it's going to enhance that tomato flavor. So always have some tomato paste at hand so that cooking can turn out amazing. You're going to cook your tomatoes for around 2 to 3 minutes at most over medium low flame. Keep on checking as your tomatoes are cooking so that they don't burn. If you notice that they're not well cooked, you're going to add in a splash of water so that they can fully cook down. And just look how gorgeous everything is looking at this point. Curry powder is the key spice in the recipe, and adding in a little bit of cumin is going to make the curry powder even more flavorful. And as for the paprika, ginger powder, garlic powder, they're going to add in lots of garlic, ginger flavor together with a very nice red color from the paprika. If you have some smoked paprika, it's going to add in smokiness into the dish, but mine is just simply paprika. It's not smoked. So this is how the tomatoes are looking when ready. As you can see, they're cooked down. So now I'm going to be adding in half of the lentils that I parboiled. I'm going to grab a spatula. Is it a spatula? A serving spoon, and scoop out around 3 spoonsful. And as you can see, the lentils are already looking very creamy. Stir in together with the tomatoes. Next, I'm going to add in half a cup of water. You don't need too much water because the lentils are already tender, so you don't want to overcook the lentils. Then I'm going to stir in so that the lentils can soak in all those lovely flavors from the spices, tomatoes, and onions. So I'm going to reduce the flames to low and let this simmer for around 3 to 5 minutes at most. Meanwhile, I'm going to be chopping up my green onions for garnishing. We still have some yogurt, which I'm going to be adding in a few. I've already added in some seasoning cubes, so we have a little bit of salt. So now it's just a matter of perfecting. So I'm going to be adding in around a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So now I'm going to add in half a cup of plain yogurt, stir in, and you'll notice how creamy everything turns out. I'm going to stir in. Someone asked me in the comment section what you can substitute with plain yogurt. You can add in some coconut milk or cream to add in a very nice coconut flavor into your lentils. So once everything is fully combined, you're going to be cooking for around a minute or two. And keep watch over your pot so that the lentils don't burn. I find that plain yogurt is budget friendly because we have 250 grams of yogurt and 500 grams of yogurt, which you're going to cook several times with. So it's budget friendly. For the coconut cream, it's a little bit expensive, which means that you have to try out cooking with plain yogurt. Don't add in any flavored yogurt like strawberry, vanilla. You don't want that in your lentils. Oh my, this is looking so good. 2 minutes in, this is how your lentils are going to be looking. You can garnish with coriander or parsley as well. When your lentils are ready, you're going to serve over some chapati, naan, rice, or even sweet potatoes with a side of sauteed cabbage. This is a must-try recipe because, as you've seen, it's creamy, well-seasoned, delicious, flavorful, and your mouth will be watering once you have your first bite.